Latest on Hurricane Florence, which is gradually weakening at this time with winds of 115 miles per hour and a pressure of 956 millibars. It's at 31.9 degrees north, 73.2 west at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on September 12th. Here is where the storm is right now. It's still got a very large wind field. It's still a stage 5 on the CDPS, which means that the storm is likely to remain devastating. And those who think that because the storm has weakened means that it's going to be less impactful, bear in mind that this storm is likely to deliver more rainfall than Hurricane Floyd. The storm is currently 282 miles from Morehead City, 318 from Wilmington, and 353 from Myrtle Beach. A hurricane warning also remains in effect for South Sante River to Duck, hurricane watch for Edisto Beach to the South Sante River, and a storm surge warning for those similar areas there as well. They haven't changed those warnings since since 6 hours ago at the last update. This is what the storm's expected to do over the next few days. The latest GFS run takes the storm along the coast. We pretty much know how it's going to go right now, although it takes it inland near Wilmington and stalls it around there by the looks of things according to the latest GFS, and then finally inland on Saturday. Regardless of what happens with this storm, it looks like it's going to be stalling at some point whilst it's along the coast. Exactly where it remains unclear at this time, but what is for sure is that this is going to be a huge rainfall event, a huge storm surge event, which will vastly outweigh any impacts that the winds could possibly give to that wide area, even though they will also be present. Sea surface temperatures remain warm all the way up until landfall, around 29 degrees Celsius. There could be some room for intensification, not much of a room anymore though, and going off current satellite appearance it may not intensify anymore from here on in. But there is a storm making landfall later on in the week, into the weekend. It's moving inland, the winds are gone but the rainfall will remain, and what's left of the storm is likely to move off towards the northeast early next week and could deliver more significant rainfall to those areas affected by Gordon last week or this week. These are the percentage chances of tropical storm force winds: 99% in Wilmington, 94% in Myrtle Beach, 91% in Cape Hatteras, and those percentage chances rising for Charleston as well, now at 82%. The winds are expected to arrive along the east coast of North Carolina in the daylight hours of Thursday. This is what the latest model is saying, or all of the models now spread together. You can see there a gradual weakening expected. These are a little bit out of date as well, so who knows what is going to occur from here on in, but we do expect the storm will gradually weaken. Wind shear is sort of low to moderate, 10 to 15%. Sea surface temperatures could have a little spike just before landfall. It depends on what the storm's movement does. At the minute it's not slowing down yet. We'll wait and see just exactly when that occurs and how much. So here is what the storm is looking like right now. As you can see, still a little way away from land, but the clouds associated with the storm are now moving ashore North Carolina, so it's definitely announcing to everyone that it is here and it's coming. And you can see the eye itself has had a lot of trouble in the last few hours. It looks a lot like the late stages of Isabel when it was moving in towards the coast of the US as well. If you don't remember how it looked back then, it was looking very similar to this, weak on the western side. The eye wall never got back together, but despite that, Isabel still caused a huge amount of damage, and so will this. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com with the latest. You can also find our YouTube page. You're probably there already, but if not, subscribe if you haven't so far. You can also find our Facebook page, Force 13 all in text, and it's at Force 13 on Twitter if you'd like to get in touch with us on there. You can also help the project become even better by enjoying the benefits of patronage. You can find out more information about how to become a patron and what those benefits are at patreon.com/Force13. And you can view Force 13's live feed at any time. It's now into its 5th day of service. youtube.com/Force13/live.